Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Reddit Estate. As promised, today we are going to be delving into the Weald and attempting to down our very first boss. I think the crew that we've got here should be okay. The primary concern I have when fighting the Wizened Hag is that everybody is able to attack the third rank, that as the pot is kind of in the way for the first two. And I think these guys have all got that. Dismas, of course, is going to be able to pistol shot pretty well. He'll be able to duelist advance pretty well. Raging Potato here has got Crush, and that's going to be fairly solid against the third rank consistently, as well as Rampart, probably to start a fight, maybe to try for a stun in the back rank there. Kvothe, before fighting the final boss, I think I'll want to put on Slice Off rather than Harvest, since I'll be dealing with just a single target foe. But this other stuff should be just fine. We do have a little bit of stress going in here, but I think with some inspiring tunes and the ability to camp before that final boss, we should be fine. And then, of course, Coco bringing up the rear as our primary healer should be totally fine. Got a couple of trinkets, Haste Chalice, Bleed Amulet, Ancestor's Bottle, and Dismas, of course, carrying Dismas's head. Because, I mean, if you can't have your own head in a bag, whose head can you have in a bag? But other than that, I think these guys are going to be okay. I'm a little bit terrified, not going to lie. Full party wipe would certainly set us back quite a bit this early on, but I'm hoping we don't encounter anything like that. Let's go ahead and pop into our provisioning screen, and hopefully the game is fairly forgiving to us. Like, we could get a really solid, just easy walk to the boss fight, which I think would be fantastic. I kind of doubt that happens, but I'm gonna do a like full medicinal herbs, full holy water just before the boss itself to guarantee I can kind of buff up. Otherwise, this should be solid. I'm not looking to spend a lot of time roaming around in the dungeon itself, just kind of wanting to get to the boss and get out of there. No turning back now. Let's go ahead and see.
I had collected many rare and elusive volumes on ancient herbal properties, and was set to enjoy several weeks immersed in comfortable study. My work was interrupted, however, by a singularly striking young woman who insisted on repeated calls to the house.
Yeah, she is one striking young woman, if I have ever seen one.
There is method in the wild corruption here. It bears a form both wretched and malevolent.
Alright, so we're looking at this square right here as 5 steps away. That is probably one of the best things we could have asked for, considering the twisty tunnels that the Weald sometimes offers. Cool. Can do with a little extra deeds and a little extra gold right off the bat. Okay. A little bit nervous, not gonna lie. This is gonna be our first boss. Oh my god, I didn't bring any torches with me. Haha! That was smart. This is gonna be our first boss that we're gonna be dealing with in New Game Plus, so obviously that poses an entirely new degree of challenge. The lack of torchlight was real smart on my part. Maybe the game will be terribly forgiving of me. Okay, we do have a fight here, and a little bit of a mix-up. This actually isn't so bad. Let's see about maybe getting her into bleedy range for Kvothe.
Reeling.
Jeez.
About to break.
Yeah, I didn't love that. You know what? See, this would do 6 to 12. This would also do 6 to 12. This actually seems significantly better. Yeah, let's just keep him back here then.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay. A little bit of stress on Dismas, not the worst thing in the world. That's... You're not exactly a frontline tank, Kvothe. I'm sorry to break that to you. I would move him back, but then... You know what? That should work. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna move all the way back, and then
Continue the
him.
onslaught. Destroy them all.
Oh, Duelist Advance misses. Oh well. That actually did work out fairly well, though. That's exactly what I was hoping for us to do there, was to let her move and let her move out of the second rank before her turn came around, and it totally worked out. Alright. Not too bad. Oh, man. I can't believe I forgot torches. Like, that's just... wow. Just wow. Considering I can't hit the back here, let's actually stun him for a second, worry about killing her next turn, and then him the turn after that. That does mean she's at 8. Pop a little bit of healing out here. And then a well-aimed pistol shot should do the job.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Okay, let's see about some stress healing. Good, good. And make sure that we're easily able to kill him the next turn so we don't get any kind of stalling penalty. 37. Yeah, looks like Mr. Potato is going to be the one getting his de-stressing. Stress was actually no problem at all in this dungeon. That is awesome. A little more healing here. Really? 4s? All we can do with 4s? I feel like you've got more in you than 4.
Their formation
Nice.
is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Oh, indeed. Right where it hurts. Okay. So besides the terrible blunder of me not bringing any torches into a boss fight, I think this is going pretty well so far. Okay, I got a pretty clear path ahead. Some extra food here. Totally okay with that. Should ensure our HP is at a level we are very comfortable with by the time we make it to the boss fight. Easy disarm. Man, we're about to run headlong into some pitch black darkness, though. That could be bad.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
All right, I would love to pick up just like
herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
just like one torch would have made me feel so much more comfortable. Okay, these guys are super simple, not a big deal at all. Now, and illumination can actually get us to a point where we are not fearing the Shambler quite so much. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise there. The reshuffle, I mean, as I probably would not have been focusing on illumination otherwise.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Get you dead, and then we go first. We can, but all we can do from back here is bolster. Fair. That's fair. Little grave nibble.
Mortality
Ow,
clarified
big
in a
grave
single
nibble.
strike.
Jeez. Okay. Well, that wasn't as much fun as I was hoping.
This expedition at least promises success.
Does it? Does it, Wayne June? Does it really promise success? Okay. Gonna get it.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
Yeah, these guys are certainly no big boogeymen, but I could think of much worse. Let's consider a little bit of debuffs towards you, and then something like this. I'd like the Fusilier to be dead just about as quickly as possible here. Okay. And now... yeah, because those blanket fires actually sting quite a lot. Let's try to take you out of this the very first round. Oh, resisting. Lame.
Unnerved,
Ow.
unbalanced.
Okay, bit of damage there. Come on. Bit of stress mounting as well. I don't remember the Weisentag being a particularly stress-inducing boss, though. Like, I think that's going to be fine. Got the tiniest amounts of bleed on these guys. I'll probably just let them take the 2 or 3 damage. And then I can only do 3 to 5. I'd say the de-stressing is probably his most valuable contribution to the party right now. Yeah. Alright, and I don't think we heal here, right? Like, I think we try to get some damage out here. Like, this could kill. It did kill, which is fantastic for us. And then let's try this stunning thing one more time. Nice. Everything runs red. Well, you are in the red estate. It was right there on the sign as you entered. Okay. Just the one big guy. That's totally fine. I think we're in control of this situation now. Be able to pass out some stress heals and kind of find a little bit what it's like against the boss here with only being able to attack the back 2 and how smoothly that goes. I guess for point blank shot, we'll just move back. And then good. Less good. Man, stop hitting the Jester. He's squishy. And definitely needs some bandaging at this point. Alright. Ugh. Okay, 47 is our high water mark, so let's bring that down. Any turn, I think, where he doesn't have the stun resistance buff, we're probably going to use that turn and try to stun him again. And it doesn't work. Of course not. Down to 7. Okay. Do we go for it again? I think maybe we do. It would mean maybe like one more heal comes out of Coco, and that could be fairly important for us. Let's just soften him up a bit. Oh no, he gets another attack off. And another bleed off. And 2 more bleeds off. Okay. 44, 45, 55. Coco it is. And why could you have not gone first, Raging Potato?
Prodigious size alone
and it kills
does
him
not
anyway.
dissuade the sharpened blade.
Well then, heirloom chest it is. A little bit of food never hurt anybody. Let's go ahead and feast as much as we can before feasting. That's going to take our health into a pretty good place. We'll go ahead and make camp here.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Do a full feast. Everybody's back at max HP, minus a little bit of blood loss, but I think we'll be okay there. Now, the dodge and crit up makes a ton of sense. So we'll go with tactics. Clean guns also makes a ton of sense. That actually might not be the worst thing in the world. Let's see if there's anything else we've got here. It might be worth it just to prevent the one nighttime ambush that could happen. One companion dodge and accuracy, one companion de-stressing, accuracy and crit. That might be kind of valuable. If you did that, we have anything that has a 1-time unit cost? I don't think we do. No. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with Bandit Sense. The main reason is the preventing nighttime ambush, just so we don't have a fight right here. That'll mean, at most, we should have one hallway battle and then the boss fight itself. Strong and powerful, glad to hear it. Now, we've gotten our torchlight back, we've gotten our HP back. Our stress, it looks okay. If anybody gets really up there, Kaboth and his fancy little loot.
The promise of safety.
And his fancy little loot should be able to deal with it for us. Speaking of Kavoth, let's actually, just so I don't forget, go ahead and trade him out for Slice Off. We should come into the boss fight with like 74 as our light level. I'm gonna go ahead and use the last key. I think we're too far in to really concern ourselves with a secret room getting scouted right now. Oh, that stung a bit.
Watch your step.
Indeed. Ugh. As long as such missteps are the exception and not the rule, I think we'll be fine. You know what? This is actually an awesome opportunity. With a little bit of illumination, I might be able to get this to stay above 76 when entering the boss fight. Assuming, of course, that she can die and stop lowering our light level. So let's do that right away. That's lame. 4 to 7. Yeah.
A devastating blow.
Right where it hurts. And now I think, do I need to move her for illumination to work again? I may. If I can get it up to like 82, we'll be alright. Yeah, I need to move her 1. So what? I'm going to take this opportunity now, just in case she is to go next. I'm looking for the long game. Concerned about the boss fight, and less so with these little guys right now.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Alright, illumination up to 78. We need to do that one more time. Let's go ahead and try for the stun here.
Well struck.
Awesome, we get it. We just need to kind of stall for time a little bit. And, pass, suffer the stress. It's the only guaranteed way I can do it, because she would have acted next, and so if I'd moved him around, bad things could have occurred. Okay, so we'll do that. Get up to 84, nice, and then I don't know what we're slicing off, but it certainly hurt.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Okay, now 78 light. Let's go ahead. I'll pop some holy waters here and hope that those lend us a little bit of a hand. Mostly the D's and debuff, I think, might actually be a concern in this fight. Otherwise, very little going on. Get her up to max HP, get him up to max HP. Everybody else is fine. Now let's do this.
Twisted and maniacal. A slathering testament to the powers of corruption.
Now, I don't know if it's because I'm really hungry, but man, that steak looks delicious right now. That is clearly a sign that after this episode, I am probably going to need to take a break and go get something to eat. A little bit of a misplay. Dismas can only do point-blank shot from right there. That's unfortunate.
A singular strike.
Great. Into the pot. Okay, okay. Now, she's at 57. I say the pot be damned. I think we can do this really quickly here without even worrying about getting Dismas out. And if we need to, we will just heal him once he gets out and get him off of Death's Door that way. At least that'll be my goal. A Tenderizer, awesome. Super good dodge. And then...
A decisive pummeling.
Just gonna take 12 more. We need the tiniest damage. And she is dead. She just doesn't know it yet. Somebody please get her a memo. Yeah. Alright, now... Dismas, you still okay in there, buddy?
Leave
Yeah,
her
you
corpse
are.
to rot, consumed by the spores she spawned.
Alright, Bloody Dice, very nice. I like those a lot. We've currently got the Bleed Amulet on him, but I think this is thematically more appropriate. and a Blight Charm, which is just okay. Now, we're down to just one food, so I can't imagine that I want to continue adventuring. Even though I've got some other supplies left, I think it is for the best that we return to the hamlet. No pithy comeback? Alright, fair enough. So that was good and bad. So of course, for getting torches on a boss run, I would probably not recommend it. However, if you're going to do it, then feel free to take down the boss by like the second turn. That way it doesn't really punish you at all. Alright. Everybody is still level 2, which is important. We're just 2, or in this case 1, experience away from hitting level 3. That means these guys are all still available for another boss run. And that is certainly very, very good. Stress levels came out okay. Coco certainly going to need to de-stress. Maybe Kavoth as well, but I think the Raging Potato and Dismas can stand to just sort of sit around for a few turns, or a few weeks rather. Damage versus humans, stress versus humans. The stress might be actually more helpful for her. Bad humors is certainly worth getting rid of. And we'll go ahead and get back to the hamlet.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
All right. And all in all, I would say things went pretty smoothly there. Embarked, cannibalistic. It's weird that that makes 2 entries that we left this week, returned that week. But oh well. We got a little bit of de-stressing to do, a little bit of disease riddance to get taken care of. But all in all, despite my best efforts to sabotage it, I would say our first boss run on New Game Plus went pretty smoothly. I hope you guys can agree and that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to subscribe for more videos on the channel every day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other videos, and I will catch you guys next time.